Adrian, you want to say something on which item? I can't remember now.
It's the very last item.
It's the one on debt. That's right. Yes. Okay, that's fine. I'll bring you in just before we come to that item.
Okay, thank you.
Right, well, let's make a start. We have no deputations, I think I'm right in saying?
No, we haven't, Leader.
Thank you very much. Right, we come to the key decisions, which are non-confidential. And the first one relates to the Partnership for South Hampshire. Have we any other comments from either you, Stuart, or finance or legal?
The only thing to add to the report, which is reflected in the report, was following the last meeting of the Partnership for South Hampshire was held virtually, and therefore an appropriate recommendation was added to the report, reflecting the discussion at Chairman's briefing, but also the successful holding of a virtual meeting. That's
fine. Yes, I'm very happy with that. I'm taking an opportunity for these meetings outside, where we link up with people outside the county council, for suggesting that a proportion of future meetings are automatically held online. I think there's a balance to be struck between needing to meet in person at some times to ensure that you get that right sort of chemistry between people, but equally, the evidence already shows that if you hold at least some of the meetings online, you get better attendance, and I would argue better outcomes as a result. Okay, anything on the legal side, David?
Nothing on the legal side, Leader.
Anything financial to report?
No, nothing for me. Thank you, Leader.
Okay, well, I agree these three recommendations at paras 2, 3 and 4. And the fourth one is the one about some of the gatherings being online rather than in person. Thank you for that. Moving on. Connect to Hampshire. Have there been, Connect to Hampshire, have there been any updates since we had the briefing at all?
Thank you, Leader. No, there's no changes to the actual report. There is a follow-up to a question that was raised at the briefing regarding the additional processes Connect to Hampshire have put in place in response to the COVID pandemic. So I just wanted to give you a very, very quick update on that. So where Connect to Hampshire are notified that an agency worker or a member of their household is either symptomatic or has tested positive, or perhaps they've been advised by the track and trace service that they need to self-isolate, then additional steps are actually being taken by the team to ensure that they're checking that no bookings are made into shifts or assignments until that individual's period of self-isolation has concluded and they're fit to return to work. It's probably also worth just noting as well, of course, that potential risk of transmission is also mitigated by the fact that all agency workers would follow the same robust, rigorous precautions that are being taken by our permanent workforce anyway when they're working within our settings.
Thank you very much indeed. Nothing from legal or financial?
No, nothing from me, Leader.
Okay.
No, thank you.
I approve the recommendation at para 1.
Thank you.
Moving on. Invest in Hampshire. Have we anything new on that?
I've got nothing else to add. Nothing new.
Good. And nothing financially. The sum is not changed at all. Seems no, a very specific sum.
Nothing has changed, and that is the specific sum that covers the difference between what the South Downs Park were going to put in and what the farmer had been getting.
That's fine. Okay. And I think we should probably say something about this from a sort of environmental point of view, that we're doing this specifically to ensure that the land is used for it environmentally. I don't know whether you use the word friendly. What would you use, Felicity? It's basically stop it being ploughed up again, isn't it, for something that we
well, it's to maintain the set aside.
Set aside. That's the words I was trying to remember. Yeah. It's to maintain the set aside scheme, which is environmentally beneficial.
And countryside access scheme. Yeah. So we'll put we can put a bit of press release out about that. Okay.
That's good. Okay, I approve that recommendation at para 2. Moving on, strategic land update.
Should we note that this is a confidential item?
You beat me to it. I was about to say that this is a confidential item and this report is not for publication. Can I be assured that nothing else is going out beyond the people in this room?